Thank you, Mr. Minister. And now we're going to get more of a detailed overview of the project. Bruce Kuwabara is the lead architect with the project and will be unveiling or explaining in fair detail the new hydro building. Bruce?
Thank you very much. Good morning. If I fall down up here, it's because I've got vertigo. And I just want to tell you that this is a very unique project in the world. And it's a result of working with a very visionary client, Manitoba Hydro, to produce something that actually has never been produced before, and to work with an integrated design team which includes engineers, transportation planners, landscape architects, interior designers, to really come up with something that represents the best of every discipline in a totally coherent way. Our goals are very high, and I think that, I must say that this project is about so many things. It's going to be a lot of things for a lot of people. It's going to be a place of work for 2,000 employees of Manitoba Hydro. You know, that's more than a catalyst. It's really, you know, Malcolm Gladwell's book was talking about the tipping point. I would suggest this project is the tipping point for downtown Winnipeg. 2,000 people are going to make a huge difference in the way life is lived downtown. It's also really about sustainability and how to do it in a way that is totally integrated into the expression of the architecture and the expression of city building. So I'm going to show you where we are. We're very proud of where we are. We've come a long way in about a year's time. Very focused work. You can see the site across the street. I think someone said 85% of the material has been recycled as part of the demolition. I think that's part of the sustainability strategy, the sustainability approach. And we know that this is a downtown consolidation, and so there are two fundamental big changes. In moving into 360 Portage, 2,000 people are basically making a commitment to come downtown, and they become ambassadors for Manitoba Hydro in the downtown and very much part of urban life downtown. Secondly, because of the consolidation, they will be moving from essentially suburban low-rise facilities into a high-rise tower, and that presents a number of challenges which we think the design has met. And that is to how to build a sense of community when you're in that kind of large-scale format. We want this building to be big and green, but really what it's about is creating a community, an urban community of people working together, the creative forces of Manitoba Hydro in downtown Winnipeg. These are the three spheres that we talked about right from the onset of the project, and what you can see is that we put at the very top supportive workplace. That's what it's about. You know, energy efficiency is one thing, but really the biggest asset of Manitoba Hydro is its people. We know that. There have been many studies, but we know that the creativity of a corporation hinges with the creativity and intelligence of its people. And the staff here are very, very good, and they're very opinionated. We're trying to create a healthy and a productive workplace. We want to build a sense of community in this consolidation downtown. We want people to feel connected, not just to each other, but to the city. We want that connectivity to be not only digital, virtual, but also in real time. We want the building to be sustainable. We want it to be a global leader in terms of energy use, that is, minimizing the use of energy, and we want it to achieve a LEED Gold standard. But that's not enough. We also want the building to be a work of signature architecture. The signature is the brand identity, I think, of Manitoba Hydro and Winnipeg, and urban design. This is just some of the language that we've used throughout the way. I mean, it's about innovation. It's about integrating the company vertically, and you do it by breaking it into smaller neighborhoods of work. And how do you create, within this larger green format, a sense of community that relates to an urban setting? We want the building to be flexible. It has to be flexible. We're building an infrastructure for a long time, a long-term idea of flexibility for a corporation that will change. It's changing now and will continue to change. On the energy side, you can see our top goal is at 60% energy reduction in the Model National Energy Code building. It's off the scale. No one has done it before, and when this building is up and running, I think people from around the world will come here. It'll change where people want to go to research the built environment. How do you do it? Passive. You go passive. We're working with, I think, brilliant engineers throughout, but we have an energy consultant, Transolar from Stuttgart, who are really leaders globally in how to really think about reducing the costs of energy in mechanical and electrical systems. Daylighting, we're going to have a building that has lots of natural light. And it's really about, you'll see, the skin of the building and how it performs. These are early sketches, but I thought they were really important to show you how the Transolar, the energy engineers, were thinking of the concept. One of the things they wanted to do was maximize the fact that Winnipeg gets more sunny days than any other major city in Canada, and so we're using a south-facing atrium. This isn't it exactly, but this is the trigger concept that the German engineers tabled to us. It has raised floors. It's using radiant cooling and heating. That is water-based. It's pipes and concrete slabs. Has a very high-performance building envelope, and you'll see more about it. But I'll just lay out this concept now. You're looking at 6 floors, which is the kind of prototypical unit of this building. It's divided into 2 working neighborhoods, and they share an atrium. He's showing it in summer mode. The previous one was winter mode. Under signature architecture, our position is that it's not just one thing, it's everything. It's the top of the building, it's the skin of the building, it's the base of the building, the entrances, it's the way coffee stations are handled. It's every single aspect. It's the elevator lobbies, elevator cabs that make up the experience of Manitoba Hydro, and therefore presents, I think, a coherent, integrated signature that is totally integrated with all of the sustainability and workplace concepts. In terms of urban design, it's about the skyline, and clearly it's about Portage Avenue and the streets around the site. The site again, Portage, Graham, so it's well served by transit. The 2 green lines are, I think, really about restructuring streets so that they actually connect neighborhoods to the rivers, which are beautiful. You can see how green it is at the top of the slide, but we're saying Edmonton and Carleton ought to be connectors that go north, south, and really connect all parts of the city. So here